Hey guys, welcome back to DunnyZ Gaming. Hope you're doing well. And episode 3, here we go. Now, a slight confession I have got to make is I continued playing on after the end of the last episode, purely on the basis that I'd a guy I play online with, the basically said, oh, Subnautica Below Zero, you can only get so far. And basically then you get a message to say that you can't go much further, you know, the game's really buggy, etc, etc. I don't know quite where I am in position of that now because I've returned back to where I was originally. So I was like, damn, probably can't do too much more, I might have to wait for an update. So there's no good making another episode because nobody's going to want to see me just gathering stuff and, you know, looking around and whatever. But then I thought, oh, well, I'll just see what I can do and maybe gather some resources, build a base, you know, things like that. Obviously we got the habitat builder, which allows us to build all sorts of different things, and we can build rooms. So slight confession, I have built a small base just to start gathering up some materials, resources, so when there was an update we would be fully stocked and, you know, ready to go, etc. I built a scanner room. Now this was very helpful in terms of once you'd done a couple of upgrades to it, it would tell me the location of you know, fragments for blueprints. So on that, you know, we can now go and find several other items which I had previously, but obviously I haven't saved it. As you can see there, look, we've got fragment markers. So, and then I thought, well, the story can't like end there. You know, there must be. We need to go and find this guy who we've been looking for because we've not got to the bottom of where he's gone. So I just thought, well, I'll just head in one direction. Don't find anything, I'll go in another direction. And, you know, along the way I'll gather some resources, etc, etc. And well, I made a few interesting discoveries which I will share with you shortly. Now that is a laser core fragment, we shall have that because we don't have that yet. Now, oh, I don't want to go down there, not just yet. So I'm sort of don't really know how far we can go now with the game. I mean, I wanted to just sort of continue producing episodes, but I mean, I want you guys to actually have something to watch rather than me just collecting resources. Now obviously let me know in the comments if you're happy for me to do that and you want the episodes to be longer and me just gathering resources. I don't know whether that will bore the backside of people or whether that's something people want to see. Now I did find quite a few interesting things which I won't spoil, and I will share with you quite shortly, just as soon as we've gathered up a few more of these fragments. But it looks like the game does actually continue somewhat. To what end I don't know yet, because I don't know how much they've got finished. I mean, I did come across some items that are just square cubes attached to icebergs, you know, that are out. Whereabouts? Where was that? So they're probably over there somewhere, and some serious creatures out in that direction. Now, we got any more items to find? So what do we need to get that built? Blueprints, let's have a look. Now if I remember rightly, this is for cutting doors, yeah, laser cut. Diamond battery, crystalline silver. So what I'll do is we'll go back to the base, let you guys have a look at what I've created. It's nothing flashy, just basic stuff. Here it is. So I've got the research. Of course we've run out of battery just as we get here. So yeah, we've got a building there. I've put a bed in and the windows, and obviously you can see fish. They're still a bit buggy going through it. And then the scanner room is up there. I'll tell you, we'll go up here first. Yeah, have a look at this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So the scanner room, basically we can choose what we want to look for. So at the minute I've got it on fragments, so we can find some more things. But at the moment we can look for all of these things here. But as we unlock more things, we'll be able to find some more stuff. And then here we've got some upgrades. So we've already built the hood chip, as you could see previously, so it showed me on the screen whereabouts they were. We've not built a camera drone because we've already got 2. We've done the room range upgrade, so it will search further, and the speed in which it searches we've upgraded as well. So we're going to be somewhere pretty much in the middle here, I would presume. I don't remember using this that much on the previous Subnautica, but I was interested to try it out. And then the main base, we've just put basically 2 platforms, one there and one there, put the multi-purpose room in, connected them with a T-joint, and then put a hatch on. And then I built some lockers, same as pretty much the same base I built in Subnautica, and then just somewhere for us to put all of our collected items, named, etc. So, you know, all the quartz is in there. Well, we'll change that to glass at some point. Built a fabricator, so we've got one in the base. I mean, I want a battery charger so that we can charge our batteries. Obviously, we've got the bedroom. We can have a nice little view outside. Very nice. Keep an eye on what's going on. Obviously, both sides. I mean, these rooms are dead handy for doing all sorts of things with. But at the moment, I'd literally just put a bed so that I could pass the you know, if it was dark out, I could just sleep until it was light. I've not put a window there yet, but we could I suppose we could do that now and let you see how that works. What do we need for that? Glass. Okay. So 2 quartz. Now, one thing I didn't know in the first one is you've got a hull integrity or base strength or something like that. So when you put windows in, it lowers the base strength, and once that goes below 0, it starts leaking. It doesn't hold any oxygen, etc., etc. It's no usable. Then what you can do is then you can have windows, but then you put reinforcement. At the moment, I've not come across any lithium, so at the moment we can't do that. But basically, yeah. There we go, so we just build that, we've got the glass job done. You can see there, look, -1 to base hull strength. Total's now 1.5. So we put 2 more windows in anywhere, you're going to start having leaks, and then you're constantly having to repair it, and you can't fix it until you take a window out or you reinforce it. And the deeper you go, I'm presuming we're at 75 metres, the deeper you go the more difficult this is to achieve. So we've got some water. I have made a locker to put that in. Salt and water. There we go. Let's eat that and drink those. There we go. Titanium. We can get rid of that. There. I did just notice. Why can't we E for escape? Why can't I put a battery? Interesting. So I can't put a battery in it. What is this sorcery? What happens if I put it in there? They're fully charged. So now it's not giving me a battery level. Weird. Well, that's going to be a problem. My sea glide doesn't work. Sorry about that, guys. Battery issues solved. We can now we now have batteries and charged, and we have spares as far as I'm aware. Yeah, we've got a few. So where was I? Yeah, the data bank. So we wanted to go and find this Jefferies. He's been missing since the dawn of time we've started this game, and I came across what I believe to be Station Kappa, which I will take you to now. Now I haven't marked it, so you are going to just have to bear with me. Let's get our bearings here. it's like over this way. And I basically, the only reason I came across this, it wasn't marked, there was nothing that led me to it. Basically it was just purely a couple of hours of just sea gliding around, seeing what was here, what was there, and yeah, I came across some interesting things out this way. Now you can tell that a lot of this beyond this starting sort of area is a long way from being finished. It's early access, we're expecting it. As you can see now, look, it's sort of gone pretty dead. There's no coral, there's no life, no fish, there's nothing out here. There are some resources which I've spent some time gathering. What's that? Okay. Now I came across what I thought was just giant lily pads. I vaguely just saw one there in the distance. There we go. Now, somewhere over here, let's have a look on a distance. No, we're not quite there. It's about 900 meters to a kilometer away from where we were. There's like I came across these and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's interesting. There must be a reason that they're, you know, they're there. You know, are they marking something? Is there a reason they're there? I'll carry on and have a search around. There's some stalkers, as you can see. They're here and there. And then I came across here, look. They're in like a ring, the lily pads. We'll just go up to the surface and let you see. I mean, you can't get on them. I'm presuming that at some point you will be able to. But they were in sort of a ring. And then I was sort of like, well, what are they in a ring for? And it was only through looking down I saw that. I was like, well, is that a station? Or is it? So we're going to continue on with the story, because here I do believe is the deep water station Kappa. And as you can see, it's underwater. Now at the minute I don't know whether there's anything that we can do in here. There's nothing that can be scanned, so really it was a case of looking for a data logger, and as look won't have it, colleagues PDA, Jefferies log is there. So we'll head out. See, the battery chargers are here, but I can't scan them, which is a shame because I really want them. So I'm presuming only that they've not been fully introduced into the game. Can we get out of there? Yeah. So yeah, quite an interesting find, this to say the least. I was just as surprised. Let's just put a marker here. I think that's Station Kappa. There we go. That worked? Yeah. So we can now continue on with the rest of the story, or I'd like to think so, being as we've found a log, Joel Jefferies' log, which should hopefully give us a little bit more information. So let's have a quick look. Away we go. Data suggests your colleague was aware of my existence. You cannot pass this information to your masters. So that's obviously the alien guy. Now if I send this to our team, I might save Jefferies' life. But there are many humans and only one of me. My survival is paramount. So we're going to delete the entries. It won't be clean, but it won't expose us either. Now the audio stops as well, so I'm kind of presuming they're not expecting people to go too much further, and that's why, or it's just a plain bug, I'm not really sure. So, can we have a look at this Jefferies log? Here we go. So, operation schedule delayed but not compromised by external factors. Gained access to the sanctuary, but unknown third party has already removed the target. Vesper is not yet aware. Whoever is in possession is acting for themselves. Heading south out of Sector 0 to continue investigations. So, what's that over there? So, yeah, not really sure what Jefferies is up to, what he's done, what he's doing, where he's gone. You see that? That kind of looks like something on that iceberg. No, it might just be me imagining it. Probably is. So yeah, we don't know where Jefferies has gone. But, as luck would have it, while I was searching around back near the cargo rocket, I actually went up to the cargo rocket, and it actually we've not done what I needed to get here, but it was actually requesting a Leviathan sample of some sort. I'm sure it was a Leviathan sample. So I was sort of intrigued as to, you know, where I was going to get this Leviathan sample. And while I was out here, as luck would have it, I mean, I've not seen him yet, but if anyone has played the original Subnautica, you'll know that there was a giant Leviathan that you were, I can't think now whether you were helping her eggs to hatch or something along those lines, but I basically ran into the big mama Leviathan out here, which was a surprise. That actually took place. Of course, now that I want to bump into it, the bugger's not here. Which is pretty typical. We'll just float around, see if we can run into her around here. I keep hearing things, but I can't decide whether it is here or not. But yeah, basically I went to the space shuttle that we sent the original stuff up, the sample in, and it's requesting Jefferies log, yeah, and it's requesting this sample. And I was like, well, what on earth is this sample that it's asking for? I've got no idea what that is. And obviously coming out here, I bump into the big mama Leviathan, and behind her, well, all around her really, there's these little yellow balls that you can pick up, which are some sort of Leviathan sample. Unbeknown to me, that was what needs to go into the spaceship. But where she is now, I have no idea. I'm sure we'll run into her in a minute. And yeah, then you can send the rocket off. Now obviously I've gone a little bit ahead of ourselves, because I did say we were going to do this this whole journey together, but I kind of didn't want people to just be sat watching me collect resources, or, you know, just aimlessly hour on hour sail around in this thing and find nothing.
Oxygen.
Okay. And then obviously when I did find it, I was like, right, okay, well, that needs to go on. That needs to go onto a video. Where the hell is this Leviathan? That needs to go on, see. So, yeah, kind of disappointed I've not run into the Leviathan already. I'm fairly sure we're in the right spot. Aha! Here she is. And you see this thing here? I think this is one here. Concentrated enzyme. Now we will pick some more of this up because I don't know whether, there you go, I've got an enzyme to send it up as soon as you can. And it wasn't until I picked this up I realised that the rocket, you know, wanted something from us. But that is in fact the big mama Leviathan. Whoa, okay. The big mama Leviathan. Now I can't scan her for some reason. And I'm presuming maybe we're that early into the game that, well, that you know, she's not going to attack us unnecessarily. But still, the first sighting of her, I was just like, whoa, get the hell out of here, we're going to get killed, you know, instantly. She's just going to come and mash us in. But surprisingly, she's not interested in us, which is kind of cool. So there we go, guys. Back to base. So sorry that's took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but you know, each time I come this way and did a bit more investigating, I'd always run into Leviathan because the minute I'm recording anything, nowhere to be bloody seen. Swings and roundabouts. So basically we've got to head back to the cargo rocket and send off Jefferies' PDA and this enzyme sample in the rocket, unbeknown to me that rocket was even still there. I thought we'd sent the rocket, but oh, great. Yeah, by all it would seem that there are multiple rockets, or they just keep sending them back once they've received whatever it is that we sent the first time. However, what I will say is, beyond sending this stuff back, that's as far as I've been. So everything after this will be complete news to me. So let's get up here and get to the rocket. So I hope everyone's still enjoying the episode. I mean, I've not watched anyone else's other than on YouTube because I didn't want to spoil it and find out something that, you know, you would later find out. So I was just like, well, I'll just keep sort of say, you know, you try and go around the edge of the map, or I'll just go in one direction at one point and just see what's there. And there's a lot of nothing, to be honest. But sort of only so far you can go, because I don't want to carry like 10 batteries and constantly going in one direction. It'd get a bit dull. So I thought, well, if I get a base together, we can put some resources together, so that when there is an update, you know, we'll be set, ready to go. So rocket, and obviously it's going to want repairing because reasons. Repair tool. So we'll get this repaired, send off this PDA, and then I guess we can see what's going to happen. I don't know what that will be. So they want one of those. See, I don't want this. Is Altera Precursor Research Notes. No idea what that is. I've not come across that. I have come across one thing with a question mark on. There's something to do with heat. This is broken as well, of course. Payload confirmed. I'll let you know if we find anything on Jeffrey. PDA. Roger that. Well, let's go now back to base. We can drop the things off that we've collected. I've scanned all of these rooms and everything that was in them. And I guess we can go from there and see whether we hear anything back from the eye in the sky up there. But yeah, we're literally on the edge of where I have been up to, and then thought, right, okay, there's there's enough there for me to put together an episode to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on, but there is no more than this, as far as I'm aware. And if there is, I don't really know how finished that actually is. Because it may be the case that that is as far as the game goes and they've just not finished any more than that. So, back to base. See whether these guys, and we collect a little bit of stuff on the way. More resources the better. But I know previous videos have been made about the titanium. Everything's got titanium in it. Titanium obviously is the major building block. So we are getting through some titanium now. Well, now that I've been building some things, it's pretty handy. Right. Bloody hell. I was that much near the base.
Welcome aboard,
Okay,
Captain.
so no news yet on Jefferies PDA. I'll just get this stuff put away, and guess we'll just go from there and see whether anything comes back. I obviously don't want you guys to sit just waiting to see whether anything comes back. So what I'll probably do is leave it there, and then anything that does come back, that was a bit weird. Anything that does come back, obviously, I'll continue the video on from here. So, apologies guys, I'm trying to keep you in the loop as much as I can, but yeah, quite pleased with the base. Hope that's took us a little bit further with the storyline, but not quite as far as I would have liked to have gone. But any more than that, I will obviously keep you in the loop. Catch you in the next one, guys.